The TOS-1A multi-barreled rockets have a range of 5 miles and are used in areas of urban resistance in an attempt to cause mass civilian casualties. The catastrophic weapons, usually mounted on AT-72 tank chassis, lead to horrific blasts which can cause wounds and other major physical damage to victims. The Kremlin has opted for the missiles to escalate its war while avoiding the nuclear threshold, according to reports. It is believed they have used them in Syria against Islamic State and have been brought into the war zone in Ukraine. This week, the UK Ministry of Defence confirmed its Russian counterparts had confirmed the use of the TOS-1A weapon system in Ukraine. It added in a statement on Twitter, the TOS-1A uses thermobaric rockets, creating incendiary and blast effects. However, a U.S. defense official said his country could not confirm the use of thermobaric weapons. He told reporters at a briefing, "We know that they have the launching systems available to them in Ukraine that could be used for rockets that have a thermobaric warhead on them. But we cannot confirm that those weapons are in Ukraine and we cannot confirm any examples of use." On February 24, the day Vladimir Putin announced the invasion, cameras installed on the Belarus-Ukraine border revealed a TOS-1A among other military vehicles entering Ukraine. Days later, more footage began to emerge on social media showing TOS-1 as well as other heavy artillery, heading toward Ukraine, this time moving south from Russia's Belgorod region. On February 26, U.S. Senator Marco Rubio tweeted that Russia has now deployed TOS-1A launchers to the outskirts of heavily populated areas. At the end of last month, the TOS-1 was identified near Mariupol, the southern port city which has seen some of the worst bomb strikes since the war began. There were some claims that the missiles were used during artillery attacks on the hotly contested town of Vasilkiv, around 15 miles south of Kyiv. A major explosion had occurred after a fuel farm at Vasilkiv Air Base took a direct hit, leading to such rumors. However, there's no evidence the TOS-1 was used. Also at hand for invading forces are Uragan long-range thermobaric multi-launch rocket systems, which have a range of 40 miles. One volley can destroy a square mile of territory. These weapons bridge the gap between nuclear and conventional, avoiding nuclear escalation, but achieving many of the same catastrophic effects. There are also lung-busting thermobaric vacuum missiles which cause an explosion so powerful and so hot that it blows out and then in on itself, sucking all of the oxygen from the immediate area. Russia has already admitted using these Soviet-era weapon-launched rockets which create higher temperatures and more damaging explosions that last longer than conventional blasts. Ukrainian ambassador to the U.S. Oksana Markarova claimed the vacuum bomb has already been used in the invasion, though this has not yet been confirmed and the ambassador gave no indication as to where it had been used. She said earlier this month, "They used the vacuum bomb today, which is actually prohibited by the Geneva Convention." A CIA study said of the bombs, those at the fringe are likely to suffer many internal, thus invisible injuries, including burst eardrums and crushed inner ear organs, severe concussions, ruptured lungs and internal organs, and possibly blindness. The White House press secretary said if the ambassador's claims are indeed true, then the act of using them would be a war crime. However, The Guardian was told that the bombs are indeed legal. A senior analyst at the Australian Strategic Policy Institute, Dr. Marcus Hellier, said, "They are not illegal even though their effects can be pretty horrific, because of that effect of creating a vacuum and sucking the air out of the lungs of defenders." When Putin announced the invasion of Ukraine on February 20, few expected successful resistance for so long. But as the days have gone on, the Kremlin has resorted to more extreme measures, including heavy bombardment of Ukrainian cities via airstrikes.